Good morning, guys. I hope you are all doing well this morning. I'm currently getting ready because I'm going to be doing a new little workout challenge for myself. I feel like I've just kind of been doing the same thing over and over again, which is just basically like HIIT and strength training workouts. And while I do think that still challenges my body and that it's building muscle, my goal was also to lose some weight. And I'm not going after losing weight in a sense where like I have a specific goal that I want to lose, but I feel like in order for me to tone up properly, I also need to mix in some cardio and therefore lose a little bit of weight while I'm also building muscle. I don't know if that makes sense to anyone else, but it makes sense to me. I don't think I've plateaued because, as I said, I am toning up and I feel like I am building muscle, but I really want to try to incorporate some cardio into my workout. So I want to start off my workout by doing cardio and then doing the HIIT strength training workout. I feel like for me personally, that's going to be a good combination because that's what I used to do before and it worked for me. But then I stopped and I just kept doing HIIT strength training. I want to go back to doing cardio and HIIT. And besides, it's always a little nice to challenge your body in a new way because it can get used to routine. So I want to add a little something extra, a little spice in there and just kind of spike my heart rate before I go into the HIIT workouts. If you guys remember from that one vlog where I talked about my mom and dad getting a couple of things from this warehouse, they got a little mini stepper and apparently they're really good for getting your heart rate up, burning calories, toning up, and I was like, okay, this is exactly what I need. So I'm gonna go ahead and go do that. I'm also gonna be putting on my sweet sweatband. I feel like that's gonna be a really good extra workout, and on top of that, I'm gonna put on my hot girl headphones, my hot girl beat up headphones. They're all like coming apart, but it's okay, they're still working. So let's go to the mini stepper. Okay, so we are currently outside. I feel like it would be much more of an enjoyable experience if I did it outside. Here's the machine. She's a little rickety dickety, you know, but she still works, so that's all that matters. But I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I think I'm gonna try to aim for 10 minutes. I was thinking 30 minutes, but I think that's just me really like overestimating what I can do. Put on some tunes. Currently still listening to Bad Bunny and Becky G's new album. However, I really do think I'm gonna get tired of them pretty soon because I tend to overplay things. Okay, so far my heartbeat's at 130 and my legs are killing me. It's only been 1 minute. It's been 10 minutes. I burned 66 active calories and 84 total calories. My heart rate averaged at 133. That was a good little like burn. I was going to try to keep going, but I don't think I want to start off too strong and then just absolutely hate it. So I think I'm gonna eventually like work my way up to maybe doing 30 minutes. If you cannot tell, I'm sweating. That was a really good workout. Also, just kind of like stepping to the music. Are we hot girl stepping now? I think we are, because I really enjoyed that. Even though the calorie count doesn't show like I did a lot, it still felt like a lot. I'm gonna try to keep this up for a week and I'll update you guys next Monday and let you guys know how I feel about it. But I'm gonna go back inside and continue the HIIT workout. Time for the pre-workout. You guys know the drill. It is TED Talk hour. If you saw the title of today's video, which I'm sure you did because you clicked on it, so I'm pretty sure you paid attention to that. We are talking about the gratitude attitude today and how it changed my life. So I'm just gonna share a couple of different stories of when I switched my mindset to be grateful and how that ended up changing my life. It really is a whole mindset shift because for me personally, I used to be so stuck in that mindset where I was just always thinking about the things I didn't have, the things that I wanted, and all it ever really did was just make me feel like the life that I was currently living right now was not worth it and that I was only ever going to live the life that I wanted once I had everything that I thought I needed. But truth is, we as humans, we always want what we don't have. We're never going to be completely satisfied with the life that we are in right now unless we learn to be grateful for everything that we do have. We have a roof over our head, we have food, we have family, we have friends, and so for us to just take these things for granted is so privileged of us. And I had to just reset my mind and be grateful for absolutely everything that I have. You know, I have a bed, you know, my bed, she's squeaky, she is not comfortable at all. I rarely have good sleep, but I have a bed, I have a room to go to sleep in, I have a house, I have a roof over my head. every night before I go to sleep, I always think of 3 things that make me happy or that I'm grateful for in that day. And at first, when I started to do that, I felt in a sense like I was forcing myself to do that, because I would just say the same 3 things over and over again. But as I started doing that, because I was putting myself in that mindset, I started looking for little things. It is honestly so weird how just shifting your mindset to be more grateful for everything in your life can just make your life feel like it's starting to progress. Because when you were in that mindset where you weren't grateful for anything, you were just kind of like, my life sucks, I can't change anything. That's all you were ever gonna get. Nothing was ever gonna change because you're never happy with anything. You're never satisfied with anything. But when you switch your mindset to be like grateful for each and every little thing, every person that comes into your life, even if it's for a little while, and just everything, even the job that you hate that you have, it literally changes your life. And so I'm gonna tell you guys my story when it comes to that. So as you guys know, when I had quit my first job, I was telling you guys how I wasn't happy, it was very sad. And yes, while it was all of that, while I was working, I had to shift my mindset in order for me to be able to get to the point where I quit it. And even though it wasn't making me happy, it still gave me something. So I had to switch my mindset to be grateful for it. And what I would tell myself is, I am grateful that I have this opportunity to be here right now, and I am grateful to blank, insert the company's name, for helping me support my dreams at the moment. And that's what I had to tell myself in order for me to get through it. And then because I was doing that, I actually, okay, this is so weird, but I swear everything happens for a reason. You guys know I've talked about her before, my friend Vane. I was working at this place for 4 years, and I met Vane I think 2 years into working at that place. And you know, through that time we got closer. And at one point, Vane saw this TikTok video where you save a certain amount of money every paycheck or something like that. So it was like $20 this paycheck, and then you do 40, then 60, then 80, and then it starts over again. You do 20, 40, 60, 80, and you're supposed to like have this certain amount at the end of it. So she brought it up to me. She was like, we should do this and help each other save money. We'll remind each other, we'll check in with each other. And I was like, okay, you know what, this sounds like a really good idea. Like, I'm down to save money. The thing is, I have never been good at saving money. I was such a spender. I was living paycheck to paycheck. I was overbuying clothes that I didn't need. I was overbuying makeup that I didn't need. So I was just spending more money than I was making. I think when you have someone else to hold you accountable, you kind of tend to stick to something more, and especially because Vane was such like a new person to me, I also kind of wanted to like impress her and be like, yeah, I can do this challenge, you know? So like, because of that, I was actually able to save up money, which is what led me to be able to quit that job. And so I don't think I've ever told Vanya this story, but like, she actually helped me be able to quit my job without her actually knowing. Because I was in that grateful mindset, I really do think that somehow, because I was vibing with the universe gave me Vane to help me be able to quit. And it's so weird to just like think about it, because it sounds like a weird concept, but honestly, you give power to what you give power to. And I really do think that that's how it worked out. And so I'm very grateful for Vane for helping me kickstart where I am today. You know what? This is a perfect segue. Vane just started a new small business with her sisters. They're selling tote bags, and they're so cute. So this is the small business right here. It is called NYC Thangs, and they have a bunch of cute different tote bags that they have designed and made themselves. So you should definitely check it out, and you can use my code Crystal10 for 10% off. Of course, I got myself a bag. This is the one that I got right here. It is the self-growth tote bag. How cute and on brand is that with me and my channel? And Vanya was so kind as to send an extra one. Like, I didn't even ask her for this. She just said she was gonna send an extra one so I could do a giveaway for you guys. Thank you to Vanya. We are having a super secret giveaway in this video. So if you made it this far into the video, you get a chance to be a part of the giveaway. And it's literally so perfect because this is episode 10 of Motivational Monday. Pff, crazy. And also, I just hit 7K subscribers, which also crazy. I am beyond happy, excited, and grateful to each and every single one of you for taking the time out of your day to watch my videos, for interacting with me. Like, I seriously cannot thank you guys enough for supporting me and my dreams. So seriously, thank you to all of you for being such kind genuine, loving, and supportive people. Thank you to each and every single one of you. So the rules for the giveaway are just basically in a comment, put enter me, say something you're grateful for. It doesn't have to be something extravagant, but just something you're genuinely grateful for. And I will be picking the winner on Friday, May 27th. So this upcoming Friday, and I'm going to be doing a live here on YouTube at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 1 p.m. Central Time and 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And on that live, I will go ahead and do a randomizer to pick the winner. So make sure you do your comment now, and that way we have your entry before Friday so I can go ahead and do the giveaway. Anyways, let me shut up now. Let's work out. That shower was absolutely lovely. Guys, I'm seriously not kidding when I say that if you're in a state of gratefulness, your mood changes. While I was working out, I was thinking of other things that I'm grateful for so that I can share with you guys. And just because I was thinking about things that I was grateful for, it put me in such a great mood. I had so much energy inside of me that I was like dancing, I was smiling, oh my god. I don't know if anyone else will agree with me, but when I take my pre-workout and I'm not in a good mood, it doesn't hit. But when I'm in a good mood and I take my pre-workout, I have the greatest workouts ever. And that actually carries me into how I'm able to enjoy working out so much. And I really do think that it's because I learned to be grateful for my body and the fact that I can work out. And so like before, when I had so much hate against my body, I would try to work out, but I wouldn't stick to it because I had this idea in my head that the only way I would ever be happy is if I looked a certain way. And so I would work out and then I wouldn't look that way after a couple of times, and so then I just give up because it was taking so long. And so for me personally, the way that I was able to stay committed for so long in a weight loss journey or just like a fitness journey in general was because I learned to love my body and I switched my mindset. So instead of working out because I hated my body and I wanted to change my body, I started working out because I love my body. I was grateful for everything that my body does for me. Ladies and gents, breakfast is served. Actually, this looks very boring. Let's add a couple of things to this. That's more like it. Does this not just look so beautiful and pretty to eat? I haven't painted in a really long time. Normally, it's because I don't really have a place to put my paintings, but I've been wanting to switch out the painting on my wall, but I didn't really know like what to do or what I wanted. And I finally have something that has inspired me, which is actually going to lead me into my next gratefulness point that I wanted to talk about. And that is about learning to accept my culture. This poor canvas is so beat up, but we're going to save it today. So as I mentioned on my video about learning to love myself, I talked about how I had a lot of issues with learning to love the color of my skin, and that was because it was always something that was brought up to be used against me. So growing up, I obviously hated the color of my skin and I wanted to put the blame on something. And what was there to blame? The fact that I was Latina, Mexican. And so I felt like, in a sense, because I put the hatred on my background, my culture, where I came from, I didn't want to accept it. It's not the fact that I hated that that was my background or that's where my ancestors were from. It was just the fact that I hated that it gave people a reason to make fun of me or to like point things out about me. And so that's why I think I built a bad relationship with it. It is honestly so weird to say out loud, because one thing is like having these thoughts in your head, but another is saying them out loud and admitting to them. Honestly, the best memories of my life are going to Mexico and being with my cousins and running around and knowing all the leyendas, watching the novelas, playing all the games, eating all of the food. They're beautiful memories to me, and I absolutely loved them then and I absolutely love them now, and I'm beyond grateful for my culture. But when I would return to the US and I would go to like school and stuff here, I kind of avoided admitting to the fact that I enjoyed all of that stuff, because for some reason not admitting to it in my head didn't give people a reason to make fun of me. I don't know if that makes sense to anyone, but you know, growing up and having my skin color used against me so many times, it made me create this like negative relationship with my culture, because that is why the color of my skin was the color of my skin. You know, it's where my ancestors were from. I obviously enjoyed it, but I didn't let myself fully enjoy it because I had a little bit of shame behind it. So, you know, not admitting to it held me back from really diving into my culture. And so, you know, once I finally learned to love my culture, love the color of my skin, and learn to love my background for everything that it is, I was finally able to just become myself and grow as a person. I really do feel like being Latinx is a huge part of who I am today. And if I had just continued to hide that part of my life from myself, I don't think I would be who I am. But you know, just being a one culture but growing up in a completely different country than what your culture is, it almost puts you in this weird position, because you know, going back to the country where your ancestors are from and where all of your family is from, and when you're there, you don't really ever feel like you fully fit in. But then going back to the country where you grew up in, but yet also not really fitting in because you don't look like what you grew up seeing. And I honestly live for all of that representation that we're getting nowadays. Just seeing brown people on TV, or just more people of color, more minorities, it's so beautiful to see, so beautiful to experience. And I'm so happy that kids nowadays get to grow up with that, because I would have loved to grow up with that. I feel like it would have really allowed me to love my culture so much earlier on in life. So I don't want you to think that I hated my culture. I just didn't appreciate my culture. I just had a lot of like struggles with it growing up, obviously. And so I wish I had learned to accept it earlier. But you know what matters is that I am here now, and that I fully love and appreciate my culture, mi gente, and just everything. The music, the food, the cinema, the art. I'm so grateful for it. I'm so grateful that that is my background, that is my culture. I would not trade my life for anything in the world. Even though I didn't love it right away and I experienced a lot of like trauma because of it, I feel like I wouldn't be the person I am today had I not gone through those things. Would I wish I didn't go through those things? Yeah, obviously. No one ever wants to experience that stuff. Pero it made me who I am today, and I'm very grateful for that. I'm trying to absorb it now as much as I can and really appreciate it for what it is. So today I am going to be painting something that to me represents my love for the Mexican culture. I went to a local hot dog and Mexican food stand, and I got myself a burrito, and I also want to make myself the mangoneada I made last time. I think maybe all this like culture talk, I really want to watch Coco. I seriously wish I could share this with you guys. It is so freaking good. My Latin blood is boiling.
Kiss me forever till my lips bow together. Hold me so close to you, devour my sweater. Touch me so softly and caress me so gentle. Love city, baby, let me be your adventure. Virgen Maria, one around your neck. You think you a goodie, but you ain't no saint. Hold me, baby, and I ain't a snitch. Why is he really bad? He thinks he can get away with things. Ooh, baby. Dime, si haces malas cosas de alejarte de mí. Don't you go too far away.
so I am finally finished. It's currently 10:58 and I'm actually really proud of how it turned out. I personally really like it. I was having a couple of issues because I was trying to do some flowers, but I just really suck at flowers. And then I tried to do some other flowers, but I also suck at those flowers. So I was like, let's just keep it simple. So I fixed it, did something else. And then you will also notice I didn't put a face because I suck at drawing people. So I think I'm just gonna leave it like this and not mess it up, but I really like how it turned out. But I'm gonna go ahead and end off the video here. I'll show you guys what it looks like right now. I just quickly wanted to remind you guys, don't forget that if you do want to enter the giveaway, to leave your comment down below where you say enter me and then you say something that you are grateful for. And a reminder that I will be going live Friday, May 27th at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. But I'm gonna go ahead and just clean up and get ready to go to sleep because it's time for me to go to sleep. It's way past my bedtime.
You a bad boy and the right way, just sometimes I need you to be better. You don't clean